Watch out, Justice League, it's morphin' time. Hello everybody, welcome back to Comic Beyond. In this episode we're covering the Justice League Power Ranger book. The Justice League have never met heroes like these teenagers with attitude before. And when a teleporter accidentally brings the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers from Angel Globe's Gotham City, Batman isn't sure what to make of these masked martial artists and their highly suspicious giant robot dinosaurs. It's time to call in the DC Universe's greatest heroes, the Justice League. So in this book, the two big bads are Lord Zed from the Rangers and Brainiac from the DC side. I really dug that team up. So if you have watched some of my other videos, you might have heard me say how I grew up with this or that, but I did grow up watching the Power Rangers and the Justice League animation show. So seeing the two cross over was great to see. The only thing I wasn't a fan of in the book was the art. Not that it was bad, it just wasn't my style. I don't know if they will, but I'd like to be, down to see more crossovers like this. This is why comics exist. You can do anything. These kinds of stories is what kept me into comics, seeing these kinds of stories come to life on the page. I want to give a shout out to Tom Taylor, the writer of this book. He seems to knock out everything DC hands off to him. If you haven't checked out his work, I suggest it. It's really good. He's the one that worked on Injustice and other such titles as Injustice vs. He-Man, which we'll cover on this show one day. I believe he's also done the Batman Detective book for Batman Rebirth. Where would you like to see the Power Rangers show up next? And if you haven't checked out the Boom Studios Power Ranger books, I highly suggest those. I've heard nothing but good stuff. And they pick up where the show left off. And if you haven't checked out my TMNT Power Rangers crossover episode, I suggest checking that out. It's almost as good as this one, but with turtles. Well, until next time, I'll talk to you later. If you like this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe.